My fellow Americans, as you can see from my dress, I am one of the founding fathers. I come today to talk to you about serious matters. The United States of 2020 is experiencing a crisis, a terrible pandemic, racial injustice and discrimination, unrest and violence in the cities, economic and social chaos, and deep political divisions. All of these problems plague the United States of 2020. This can be very discouraging, but I want to encourage you Americans of 2020 to stay confident, to renew hope, and to draw inspiration from previous generations. My generation of founding fathers and early Americans witnessed a number of trials and tribulations. I saw firsthand the brewing political conflict between the colonies and the mother country, Great Britain. I lived through the difficulties and the loss of life during the Revolutionary War. I experienced the chaos of the 1780s before we ratified our Constitution. Unfortunately, I also saw our young country ignore racial injustice and especially the evil of slavery. My generation, much like yours, went through an ordeal, but we survived, we persevered, and we came out stronger on the other end of our problems. My generation also developed the Constitution, our framework of government. This framework of government is not always perfect and has not always lived up to its highest, loftiest ideals, but it has served our country well and has been our system or framework of government for well over 2 centuries. My generation was involved in developing this Constitution. I would encourage your generation to read about and learn about the Constitution and to turn to it and to rest on it during these times of difficulties. To help students, faculty, and staff learn about the Constitution and to help create a more perfect union under our constitutional system, Enterprise State Community College will be offering a series of activities during the week of September 14th through the 18th in honor of Constitution and Citizenship Day. In this virtual environment that we're having to live in at this point in time, Enterprise State Community College will not be able to have live activities, but we do have information that students can access on the college website and through our social media. For example, you will have access to a copy of the Constitution with some interpretation provided. You will have access to a video, a documentary on the Constitution. There will also be some quizzes, a quiz on the Founding Fathers to test your knowledge of my generation, and there will be a mock or practice citizenship test that you can take to see if you have what it takes to be a citizen of the United States. I would just encourage you to study the Constitution, to use these resources, to embrace the higher ideals of our country, and to try to help our country form a more perfect union. Much as my generation rose to the challenge of winning independence, developing a constitution, establishing a young new country, I am confident that your generation can rise to the challenge and deal with the difficulties of 2020.